How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Sandy here. So, yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of commentaries recently. I've been mainly focused on, doing the Terraria playthroughs as of recently, and I haven't really had a whole lot of time to kind of do any kinds of commentaries, mainly because nothing has really caught my interest yet. That was until about, like, yesterday as recording this video, because today we're not exactly talking about, anyone that's actually really big or anything along those lines, just one specific individual that apparently is so persistent that they decided to come back almost like a month later onto one of my own videos just to leave yet another passive-aggressive comment. Let me just kind of set the stage here. So about a month ago I made a video regarding the individual that went by the name of Achilles Argyle and his former first video on his channel where he tries to defend racism and why racism is apparently a good thing. Again, I still cannot believe that anyone would not only think that, but on top of that too also decide to make an entire 10-minute long video talking about it. So of course for the most part that video is fairly well received. It has pretty much over 100 views, which is pretty decent for any of my commentaries to begin with. And a lot of the comments are mainly just ragging on Achilles and just, pointing out just how stupid he is. But then comes this one individual, which is just, I don't even know how to properly introduce him. He has unironically named himself Alex Jones and he has a Doomguy profile picture. Like, I don't even know. It's just very unusual, alright? Like, I already legally can't take this man seriously because he unironically has named himself Alex Jones. So that automatically tips me off to this individual being one of two types of people. Either A, it's a lonely man in his 40s that probably has like 5 children and genuinely thinks that, acting like an idiot apparently makes him intelligent. Or B, it's a 12-year-old that is still mentally stuck in 2016 and thinks that the phrase owning the libs isn't as outdated as it genuinely is. So of course with those two different possibilities in mind, let's just quickly take a look at the 3 main comments that he has left on my video. So first let's start off with, if you want people that are not like you, then Achilles Argyle logically should be your best friend according to your own words. Now with this one it is mainly talking about the point that I had made, where I was mainly pointing out my own experiences with, the fact that I don't decide to surround myself in just a constant circle jerk echo chamber all the time and think that that's a good thing. Now of course I will in fact admit that that point wasn't exactly the most, I guess, elaborated on. I will in fact admit that it wasn't really one of my best points. I didn't elaborate too much on it. It was mainly just me speaking from personal experience. But here's the thing, okay? There's a difference between surrounding yourself with individuals that at the very most may disagree with you on like political candidates and whatnot, and having someone that genuinely thinks that racism is a good thing. Here's the thing, most people that genuinely try to defend racism are the same kinds of people that try to say that they're not racist just because they have a black friend. Matter of fact, the best thing that you can do with someone that tries to defend racism is just keep yourself as far away as humanly possible from them. Matter of fact, I guarantee you having friends around him is probably the main thing that gives him an ego boost, and it probably doesn't help him in any kind of way. Then of course his next one, which is actually the only one that people have replied to, is of course him saying, if racism isn't widespread, why are you so upset over it? You debunk yourself. Now of course for this one I actually had to look through my own video just to try and see if there was anything at any point where, I or, Achilles had ever mentioned, how widespread racism was, or anything along those lines. And spoiler alert, nothing like that was ever mentioned within my own video, so I don't exactly know where he's getting this point from. Sure, it's not nearly as widespread as it was, say, back in like the 60s during like the civil rights movement and the Jim Crow era, but it's still widespread enough for it to be a problem. It's still widespread enough for people to at least have a good, healthy discussion about it, and it's still widespread enough for people to actually have a discussion about it and point out why it's wrong and needs to be removed. So there was no point in which I had mentioned, how widespread it was, and Achilles, in any point within what I had shown within my own video, there was no point in which he had mentioned how widespread it was. So to be honest, you saying that I debunk myself is more or less just you saying a point that I had never made, and then trying to claim that I had debunked myself. Like, it just doesn't make any sense over it. And of course, within the replies, it's mainly just people saying that he's insane. My friend Sky decides to just kind of come in and just kind of join in onto the entire thing, and of course, the final reply is just him saying, you're completely insane. I mean, all I can really say is that I just genuinely agree with them, like, he's just genuinely completely insane. By the way, as a quick little update on this entire thing, as recording this video, this amazing Alex Jones individual continues going on in my comments, still talking, still trying to respond to Sky, hoping for any other response. He even decides to respond using some kind of like conspiracy theory from like some dude named Anthony Fauci. I don't even know who the hell he's talking about, and I don't know if this man actually believes in that conspiracy theory, but let's just put it this way, because of the fact that he continues to respond hoping for something different. Dude, you've basically fallen for my friend's bait, hook, line, and sinker, that's all I have to say. But of course, there's one final, message from this individual, one final comment, and one that he had, essentially posted, yesterday, as of recording this video, and it's him saying, "I'm sure being gay is an accomplishment to you." Now, all I can really say to it is, well, first of all, I mean, I'm not exactly gay, I'm more bi. I mean, I do in fact have a boyfriend, but that's really about it. Like, I don't even understand what point you're trying to make here. You know, I don't exactly see it as much of an accomplishment, like, and even if it was, it's definitely more of an accomplishment than anything you've done, that's for damn sure. But anyways guys, that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, that's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also go ahead and follow me on Twitter, but anyways guys, this has been Sandy, and have yourselves a nice day.
See you again sometime. La da 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 da. この瞬間が宝物。君たちと私いつまでも今日も生きてよかった。マジよかった。